All right, sorry about that, guys. Our cameraman got lazy and had to put it back on the tripod. And if you hear static in there, well, okay.
Now he's trying to knock the camera
Now
over.
he's trying to knock the camera over. If you hear static, ignore it because I think something's around us that's interfering with our cordless mics, and it has a tendency, we don't have a noise filter on it, and sometimes static comes over. So if you hear one of us go staticky, bear with us. But back to what we was talking about by Jim. What are you doing?
This is some of the matches we got coming up on the
Killian
3rd.
Sweet versus Fabo Endry. Challenger Michael Reigns versus Kason McLean. Sammy C. Challenger versus champion Billy McLeod. Challenger Jay Fortune. Champion Pretty Boy Poppy Neves.
Yeah, and then also we got appearing the Rat Patrol, Bone Crusher, the American Giant. I mean, we got a lot of action going on. Mr. Albano is going to be back. I mean...
Don't tell me Kevin Rhodes is coming back.
Yeah, probably.
Why would they want to bring somebody as blind as Kevin Rhodes is? The man can't even see the walk, barely.
Well, you know, they needed a midget match, so they called him in.
Yeah, he is about to. Yeah, he is a midget.
But yeah, you know, we got a lot of, you know, and also, you know, we got to mention the 18th of November in Largo, Florida.
Poppy Neves, House of Lucha.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
But you know, every time I see Kevin Rhodes, I want to say, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Well, the only problem is he can't see to find it, so
that's
you
true.
know.
So we'd have to get him seeing eye goat for that one.
Yeah.
We love you, Kevin. Not.
Yeah, right. You're on drugs again. But yeah, we get back to what we're talking about with Jim Cornette. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's WWE's fault because he don't hold anything back.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Well, you know, Jim Cornette, when WWE first said, hey, I want you to cut this video on pro wrestling, you know, you got to understand with Jim Cornette's going to tell you like it is.
Yeah.
And he was 100% right. And I'll make sure I'll share it after this for the ones that hadn't seen the video. It was a phenomenal video. And he told you exactly what was wrong with professional wrestling about the wrestlers don't respect the promoters. They don't respect the business no more. You know, they think just because they get 5 minutes of fame, hey, man, they're superstars. But they really have not ever seen fame. Yeah. I mean, you know, some of the guys, when we was doing, when we was at our peak, I had to retire for a little bit, you know, they'd come out with 2,000 people, and you've seen this, and they would freeze.
Yeah.
You know, most of these guys been in front of us 20, 30 people, or maybe 100, and they're like, what do I do? What do I do? And you're like, you go do what you do, whether there's 5, 10, 50, or 100. You still do the same thing. And it's like, you know, there's no respect in a locker room no more. Everybody's got to be sarcastic about everybody. You got people stealing people's characters. You got people that don't listen to well, we're not going to mention no names, but look at the one guy we know. They'll tell him to do a certain way, not to go out in the ring. Don't go out of the ring. Stay in the ring. And what does he do? He goes out of the ring every time. You know, you tell him, you know, you got all the filth and the in there to where they're actually taking sexualness and bringing it. I remember I'd turn on TV back when I was a kid. I'd watch Miss Elizabeth. She was gorgeous, very well dressed, you know, very sexy. Okay, we would sit there and like, wow, man, she's hot, she's sexy. You never saw nothing but the imagination.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you don't have to have imagination. It's just all laying out there.
Right.
You know, I was in Walmart's. Was it Walmart's? The other day, maybe, I don't know where I was, but anyway, this girl comes walking by, and she got her butt cheeks hanging out with her kids, and I'm sitting there going, you know, this is not the place for this, but it's like nothing. I mean, it's like it's all shining. I'm sitting there going, and they wonder why there's so many perverts running around. And pro wrestling's got just as bad. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like it's everywhere. You know, it's just... It's ridiculous. Are you having fun? Man, I don't know what's wrong with this cameraman today. He out there hitting the tripod, smacking
I think he's planning on going to the movies because he's picking his seat.
I don't know.
But, yeah, you're right, and it is just a sad. But, the thing that, what's wrong with independent wrestling now is you got so much on TV now. So who's going to want to pay $5, $10 to even get in to see a show when you can see it 5 days a week on TV?
Well, I can tell you who. Christian fans that like Christian pro wrestling, that's don't like all that filth, and that's guys why we make it, because there's so many people that don't want to see that garbage, and they come to us. Yeah, that's why we've always did good. Yeah, because believe it or not, just 100 out of 1,000 likes that garbage, but the other 900 does not. Yeah, me myself, I can't let my kids watch hardly anything anymore because you got butt cheeks all over the place. You got everything hanging out, And, I mean, you got young girls doing it. You got older women doing it. Now, it's just like a common thing. I'm like, it's like one of my biggest beefs is they'll sit there and they'll put these shorts on. And they'll bend over right in front of you, and naturally you're going to look, and they're like, it's my body, don't look.
Right.
Well, okay, don't look at me then. Yeah. It's like a menu at McDonald's. If you put it out there on the menu, they're going to look at the menu to see what's on. Yeah. Same principle. And see, that's the problem. Nobody has respect for themselves no more. They have no respect for this business no more. They don't respect the vets. They don't respect the promoters. They don't respect the bookers. They don't respect nobody. Because why? By the time they make it through 6 months training, they already know all about the business in their eyes. Yeah.
And the thing that I see, too, is you get these guys that's been in there for a while, always want to jump up and say, this guy did it wrong, this guy did it wrong. Okay, well,
yeah.
Nobody's perfect in this business, so why
they
don't you go over and try to help them instead of sitting there downing them?
Yeah, but if you notice, they don't tell me and you we did it wrong.
No, because we tell them like it is.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. We set them back in their place. Yeah, because when as old saying my dad used to say, and I stick to it, was wrestling, music, or anything. He said, when you've walked a mile in that man's shoes, then you can criticize him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They don't realize the time we've been apart from our families. The sacrifices that we've made. These guys, they'll work an 80-hour-a-week job and sit there and spend all their money in wrestling and still and suck, I might add, and still expect a big payday like everybody else. Yeah. And I remember when I first got into pro wrestling, I was told if you're here for the money, you might as well quit.
Yeah, and then you get some organizations that just don't want to put no money into the business, and they wonder why you're not getting fans, why I'm not getting any better. You got to stick some money into it. I mean, me and you are not rich.
No.
But the little extra money that we get, we're sticking it into our business.
Exactly.
And while we're talking about that, why don't we go ahead and announce?
You're going to go there, huh?
No. Why don't we go ahead and announce what we decided on our name now? Because what was it? Championship Wrestling.
Yeah. First off, I gotta say, I got some really weird names. Okay, I mean, you would not believe some of the weird federation names people's come up
nowadays. With. Yes, I would believe it.
All I could do is scratch my head. Yeah, but Christian Family Wrestling Entertainment will now be called Championship Family Wrestling Entertainment, and it will be a production company. With the production company, we can still run our shows. We can do our programming. We can do all kind of different things. Yeah.
And let everybody know out there, anytime that you want somebody to come in and film your shows live and interview wrestlers, get a hold of Thumper or me.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can reach me by 863-430-3042, or you can hit me up on Facebook underneath Thumper Chapman or Jim Shires. And understand, it's not free. Okay, yeah, we will negotiate with you, but freebie was last week. Okay, 20 or 40 years, freebie went out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only two guys that we We've known them for years. We've traveled up and down the road with them many a time, and they do take care of us. They do slip us a little money here and there. So don't make mistake. When I was saying, hey, everybody wants to get paid. After you've been in this business for a long time, you as a veteran, I do believe you should get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you're just barely breaking into the business, you don't get paid like a veteran. You're trying to build up a name. That's like one guy said, oh, yeah, Thump, you know me. I was like, I do. He said, well, I know you. I'm like, well, I have no idea who you are. Yeah. And he's like, well, I know you. He said, everybody knows you. I said, think about that keyword. Why does everybody know me? Why does everybody know you? Look how long we've been in this. Look at the road that we've traveled to get there. Why do promoters pay us respect? Because we pay them respect. We demand respect when we walk in there. I won't accept nothing but respect. Because when I came up in this business, if you don't respect the veterans, you didn't respect the promoter, guess what? You got that right upside the head.
Yeah, and the reason that we're not doing for free.
You keep talking. I'm going to look out the door because I think I heard somebody pull up. But I'll be back in 2 seconds.
The reason we're not doing it for free is you promoters, that we come and set up a camera and we film this show for you and interview wrestlers. So we stick this on YouTube.
Yep.
So it's not going to be nothing but build your company up.
Yep.
And that's the reason we're saying we're not doing this for free. It's slot us a little bit of money, even gas money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But we're up there trying to build your company up and helping you out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing, is when you're building up a company, I'm going to kill my son for letting these mongrels back in the in the house. I have a dog by the name of Zeus. He's a puppy, but boy, he got a loud mouth. So if you hear a dog bark, I'm sorry. They normally go outside. But anyway, you're right, is when we were building up our federation, our company the first time, it wasn't just walk in, reserve the name, and hey, we're big as WWE. It didn't work out like that. We were nobodies. It's just like we did when we was pro wrestling. We built up a name as a wrestler, but then all of a sudden we had to come all the way back to the beginning, and we had to build up our name as a promoter. Yep. Then we had to build up our federation name on top of it. So now, which was originally CFWE, which was originally Central Florida Wrestling Federation, after enough cheers, then we decided to go to Christian aspect. We went to Christian Family Wrestling Entertainment. We went to Christian Family Wrestling Federation. And then I had a couple of preachers one day said, why do you do that? And I'm like, do what? They said, call it Christian. I'm like, because we are. They's like, but why do you have to advertise it? And I'm like, good point. They said, if you're a Christian, you don't have to advertise you're a Christian. I was like, and something went ding, 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 ding. So I said, you know what? We need to take the Christian out of it and make it into Championship Family Wrestling Entertainment.
That ding, ding, ding in his head, that was loose.
Oh, well, I thought it
ball
was
bearings when he rattles his head.
I thought it was a wrestling barrel going ding, 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 ding. I was getting ready to go for the match. Yeah.
But
and that's the thing, and we'll go back to the and understand. I want y'all to understand something, okay? Yeah, me and Jim pick on each other. We dog each other, but we respect each other. We've been around this business for a lot of years. Now, if some jabroni comes up here thinking they're gonna do what he does, I'm gonna smack him upside the head. Because you don't know me like that. Yeah. But, some of the old veterans, I'll get back there and we'll go back and forth at each other, But there was this thing that I was taught from day one when I stepped in the locker room, and you'll remember this. When you step in the locker room, you sit down, you shake everybody's hand. You sit over there in the corner. You don't comment. You sit there and you listen and you learn. Learn from the stories. Because trust me, you will learn a lot from some of these stories. You take guys like Bone Crusher and Joe Blackburn and Donnie York and Ronnie and Frankie Rez. Listen to these guys sometimes when they talk about their stories. Learn from them. Yeah, that's the problem is all the new guys want to put their 2 cents worth in instead of actually listening. Yeah.
That's fine listening to everybody, as long as you don't bring Joe Blackburn to the table again, or we're all going to hell.
Nope, that man's going to send us to hell. I done said that. He is not allowed to sit at our table no more.
He had us laughing so bad we couldn't hardly commentate.
And we was actually over the actually sound system when he was doing it, and all I could do is sit there and just shut up, not say nothing. All I could do is, first time in my 20 years, I just sat there and didn't say
You were speechless.
Yeah. Because some of the things that man was making me laugh about was unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah. One day we're going to have to get him on camera so he can actually repeat what he said, because I'm not going to repeat what he said. But back to what we were saying, and next week we're going to bring a different outlook on this, because this is part 2 of what happened to pro wrestling. Next week we're going to bring a fan in.
Yeah, and get their side and
of what they see what you do.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to open up a lot of eyes to a lot of people. Yeah. About what everybody thinks. Oh, wow, we're doing such a good job. We're superstars. But now we get to hear from a fan's point of view.
Yeah, because they can listen to us. They can listen to other workers and stuff. But if you bring a fan in and a fan tells it like it is, then people should start listening.
Exactly. Well, you see what our cameraman's done, right?
Yeah.
He's done put the headphones down. He done said it. Now he's sitting here playing it on Facebook back there on the camera. We need a new cameraman.
It's hard to find one of them.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's actually doing is called cameraman. I think it's called what is it? Window surfing or internet surfing or whatever they call it.
Yeah, but you can't hardly find a cameraman to work for the price that we're paying him.
No, he works.
It's called free.
Yeah, he works for peanuts. So yeah. Well, not really, because I feed him, I clothe him, I give him a house. He's really not free. He's actually one of the most expensive ones I ever had.
You gave him the house?
Well,
no wonder he wants you to.
Yeah, he's my kid. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would not believe the things he wants for his horse. I probably got right now $10,000 back there in that horse, and just saddles and bits and spurs and everything else. I tell him I keep going, I have to eat the horse.
Right.
Yeah. And what's bad is the horse is just as stubborn as he is. Yeah, but he wants to get mad at her.
Yeah, but I don't see him over on all fours untying the strings on a ring rope trying to pull the canvas off.
Jay Murda did that on his own. When he told that goat that he couldn't get up underneath that ring, it made that horse mad. And that horse, what she did is Jay Murda had come by and put all the ring skirtings around the ring. And I got to tell the story. Put it around the ring, just so pretty, made it look nice. Well, he told the goat he couldn't get up underneath the ring. Well, the horse decides to come through and untie all of his skirting and starts untying his canvas and pulling it back. And she just didn't do it one day. It took her 3 days to do this, and she threw every one of them on the ground. And, and he got mad at her, and she walked up and she put eyeball to him, and she was not afraid of him one bit.
Okay, the cameraman just showed me we got like 12 minutes left, so anything else we want to talk about, we need to hurry up. It's one thing I need to bring up. People probably get mad at me, but life's a bitch.
Yeah. Can't say that word on here.
All right, well we can scratch that out. But anyways,
we'll go beep on that one.
When somebody says they're going to be here on Live Talk,
yes,
and don't show up, the courtesy is to call.
Oh, yeah.
And so we can reschedule it, not call.
We've had it happen 3 times.
Yeah.
If you want to be on Live Talk, that's great. If you don't show up, then there's this thing called man of your word. So I'm expecting a good excuse why these people ain't on Live Talk. Now one of them did have a good excuse. I give that. Yeah. Bill Crude had a good excuse.
Well, not only that, when I found out I had to work late, I gave you a call and told you I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So I had to work late. But, these other people are not calling and not texting on Facebook, letting us know, I'm sorry, I can't make it.
Well, and one of these live talks I want to sit down, I want to do the Christian aspect of championship family wrestling entertainment, because I think people really don't understand it. You know, they're again, we hear the word Christian, they're like, oh man, I don't want to go. You know, we're just talking about the Bible. No, it's nothing like that. Yeah. Matter of fact, sometimes in November we're going to have Tony Allen back on. He did the first segment with us way back there.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about how it all got started. And I think what we need to do is we need to bring him back on, and we need to talk about the whole concept of Christian wrestling, so people don't understand. You know, it's not a tent revival. I've had churches say you need to preach in it. No, this is not a tent revival. This is not a church. Yeah, this is a wrestling federation. Okay, this is a Christian-based wrestling entertainment. Okay, yes, I do read the Bible. Yes, sometimes I will talk about the Bible. Sometimes I will talk about pro wrestling. But understand, it's not all about the wrestling, and it's not all about the Christian. It's about more. It's about bringing this whole wrestling family together, you know, as a body and a family like we used to be, and get rid of all this garbage that's going on now and bring us back to where we used to be. Yeah, because I'm one man that will not put up with it. Yeah, I have no problems kicking somebody out of the ring or out the door. I never have had that. Well, you know, I've never had that problem. Yeah, I have no problem with people getting mad at me. Lord knows, I've had a lot of people mad at me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I think it bothers Jim before it bothers me. Yeah, but I have no problems. You know, like Al told me, he said, I have no problems coming up and smacking the taste out your mouth. Yeah, bottom line. Yeah, or in the Christian world, we call it laying hands on you fast and repeatedly. Yeah, knocking the devil off you. So to speak.
Right.
But you got anything else that you want to say before we call it?
Yeah, I want to bring up something else, and we talked about it and stuff too. She's like a sister to me. Her name is Erin. And
oh, is that the pretty one?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. And her heart is bigger than the world itself.
Yeah.
What she's trying to start up, and I'm trying to get people to get involved in it and help out. She's trying to get like homeless people. People lost their house over fire. People's lost their house over these hurricane storms. She's taking collections up of from babies on up to adults, like socks, baby clothes,
I'm sure diapers.
yeah, anything, and what the word am I looking for adults, for the stuff that you get. I don't want.
Are you talking about your Depends again?
No, that you know, once a month for the ladies.
He
you know,
admitted to it.
The once a month stuff.
About tampons.
Yeah, and stuff like she wants to get all that in a box. I actually got a friend of mine in Pennsylvania that's starting it already, and she's already got stuff ready. And I gave her my address, and she sent it down to me.
They call it female hygiene products.
Yeah, and you know, and nobody's told her how to do this. She just did it, you know, on her own, and I think that's a wonderful thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you remember, but for years, you know, I worked with a lot of organizations that, you know, fed the homeless, you know, and hand out clothes. Well, the Christmas show we did back about 7 years ago, they were handing out hot meals as well as clothing and all type of personal hygiene. You know, and it's really what it is. It's a nonprofit organization like us, but it's really in demand, because you would not believe how many people I see on a daily basis that is homeless.
Yeah.
And it's not because of drug addicts. See, everybody's got this idea, everybody homeless is drug addicts. No, not everybody is alcoholics. Okay? I showed to my boys, there was a guy carrying a suitcase around with him everywhere he went. And it's his clothes, because he lost his home. He lost everything he had. You know?
And that's why she started this up, because she's seen this all over the news about people losing their homes and have to live in tents, and, you know, and...
Yeah, back in our days, it was hobos. Yeah. Nowadays, there's not that many hobos or not that many street people. Now, it's a lot of homeless people, but homeless has taken on a whole different direction, because it's not all about drugs and alcohol no more, and it's not about runaway. I'm sure they're still out there, but but it's families that's lost their homes, and they're out on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get with you and see if we can bring her on live talk
Okay.
and let her talk about a little bit of what she's doing, and maybe
next Saturday we can do that.
Yeah,
Do
maybe
an extra one.
Yeah, and get the word out. I mean, I've sent her video to Ellen DeGeneres. I've sent it to her. I've sent it to Tebow from the Florida Gators. I've sent it to a lot of people. Hopefully, they'll start getting back.
Yeah.
And we can push this like we're pushing our wrestling organization.
Well, and that's the thing, since you said that, I don't see a lot of people push wrestling organizations like they're supposed to.
No, they don't anymore. Like I say, you got too much on TV now.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the only reason some of these organizations get the people they get because the shows are free.
Exactly, yep. Yeah. So, we're going to call it quits on that one.
Yeah, because we got 5 minutes.
Oh, we got 5 minutes left? Well, I can talk for 5 minutes.
No, let's give it.
Oh, we got 4 minutes left.
Yeah, let's go ahead and close it down.
Well, the computer guy's saying 4 minutes, camera guy's saying 5 minutes, so I guess we multiply.
Yeah, one more drink.
Oh, now we're down 1 minute.
Yeah, one more drink and you'll be down to 1 minute.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So,
but all I got to say is tune in next Saturday. This one here is on air here in about 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't know what I said. We are on the air. I don't know what I was thinking. I must have a Jim Shires.
Do you have a drink in your hand somewhere?
I think I do. Yeah, I got tea back there.
We got to check both drinks.
But all I can say is next Saturday, tune in at 6:00. I'm gonna run 2 episodes. I'm gonna run the one with the wrestling fan, and I'm gonna, if we can get the other lady in.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Erin.
If we can get Erin in, we'll do 2 episodes. So I'll get 2 of those out next week, and start pushing her, and getting her out there. But for tonight, this is Thumper Chapman. Oh, wait a minute. Don't forget Newport Richie. I don't know what the address is. South Extreme Pro Wrestling, Newport Richie, November the 3rd at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7.
Doors open at 7, and
what's the address?
It's I think it's 3858 Silver Drive.
Anyway, look it up on Facebook. You'll see it. It's right there. You can come on any one of us. We've all shared it, so it's right there. But all I got to say is good night. God bless. Y'all pray for us. We'll pray for y'all.